What it do, YouTube? Welcome into the Miami Dolphins Offseason 2017. Not a lot of you was here last year when I did the Offseason 2016. Make sure you guys go check that out if you haven't watched that one. I was fairly, well, I wasn't accurate, but it was sufficient. It was sufficient. I was wrong about a couple of things, but it all ended up turning out well. Miami Dolphins made it to the playoffs. I can't be any more satisfied with the Miami Dolphins this season. It's just great just to see the Miami Dolphins back in the playoffs. But as far as the overview for 2017, kicking it off, you already know, much talked about Ryan Tannehill. Didn't finish the whole season. Began the season off kind of shaky. He was about to lose his starting job. 2,995 passing yards, 19 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. And a huge stat I like to circle is him being sacked only 29 times. Him coming into the league, well, since he came into the league, he's been leading the league in sacks, getting sacked, sorry. So that's not on Ryan Tannehill. Honestly, people always want to crucify Tannehill and say, oh, he's not the quarterback of the future. But if you give Ryan Tannehill the weapons, well, the supporting cast around him, he could be successful like you saw this year. I know he had a rough start at the beginning of the season. It was a brand new offense. He's got put into just like almost every single year of his career, he's been put into a brand new offense. So honestly, Tannehill, well, we already know Tannehill, he's gonna be back as the starter quarterback. Showed improvement on the deep ball too as well. He showed huge improvement with the deep ball. I can't be any more satisfied with Ryan Tannehill with the way he played this season. But as far as me looking back, I think the best season I've ever seen Ryan Tannehill in was when he was with Bill Lazor. Put up 4,045 yards, 27 touchdowns, 12 picks, and again 46 sacks. I thought that was an excellent season for Tannehill. He could have actually had the opportunity to play even better if the offensive line would have stayed healthy that year. But expecting big things with Adam Gase working with Ryan Tannehill in the future. Ajayi, honestly, I was wrong about Ajayi. I thought he wasn't going to be able to hold up the whole season. Like I said last year, that's why I was pushing for Lamar Miller to come back. But hey, it ended up being that way. Ajayi surprised the hell out of everybody. Nobody would have known that Ajayi would just burst onto the scene like the way he did. Come up with 3 games over 200 yards rushing. Basically, now everybody knows his name now. Before, they was like, who the heck is this dude? Ajayi. It's Ajayi. Everybody knows his name. Absolute animal, beast, savage, whatever you want to call him. But 1,272 yards, 8 touchdowns, averaging over 5.6 yards a carry, and leading the league in yards after contact. So yeah, Ajayi is an absolute beast. Honestly, I keep saying it. Get this boy tested for marijuana, so we all had the same issue with that other guy that was number 23 in Miami. Honestly, let's get him tested. But yeah, Ajayi most definitely. I like him. He's headed in the right direction. Now, Damien Williams, I ain't write down his stats, but I know he only had like over 160 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns. But mostly he was used as a weapon on the outsides, catching the football, caused matchup problems for the linebacker. Honest, in my opinion, if you look at the stats, decent stats for a third down back. I like him. I like the dynamic of him catching the ball out of the backfield, line up as a wide receiver. But as watching him in games, he has cost us. Well, he cost us one game, but he was in position to cost us other games as well. So Damien Williams is going to be a free agent this year. I don't see us signing him back. I have full faith in Kenyon Drake and Ajayi. So honestly, I don't see Damien Williams coming back as our running back. Jarvis Landry, 94 catches, 1,136 yards receiving, and 4 touchdowns. You can't complain about Jarvis Landry. I love Jarvis Landry. He's man is a beast. Runs the ball hard after he catches it. Absolute beast. Like, you can't complain about his game. Cannot complain about the game. Puts in 110% effort every single play. So y'all already know he's staying in Miami. But only thing I will say that I have a complaint about is his touchdowns. Like, he will never be put in that conversation as a top 5 wide receiver if he does not put if he does not put up more than 6 touchdowns. He's got to put up at least 10 for him to be put in that conversation. So that's one thing that I'm looking for this upcoming season in 2017 is for Jarvis Landry to catch much more touchdowns. He's got to catch a lot more touchdowns. Devante Parker, 56 catches, 744 yards, 4 touchdowns. I'm satisfied with the way Devante Parker played. He's doing what we drafted him to do. Go up at the highest point, take away the ball from the defender. Just gives us a size advantage as far as him at getting the 50-50 ball. Last year, I remember he took plays off. Was kind of lazy out of his routes. But this year, Devante Parker stepped up big time. Huge compliment to Jarvis Landry. And obviously, he's going to be staying in Miami. Kenny Stills, he's going to be a restricted free agent. 42 catches, 726 yards, 9 TDs. Huge improvement from last year. Huge improvement. Last year, Kenny Stills was injured a lot. Dropped a lot of balls. It just was not looking too good for Kenny Stills. And I said I'd be cool, give him another chance. Kenny Stills stepped up big time, caught 9 touchdowns, could have had 10 in week 1 against the Seattle Seahawks. Just a dynamic that these 3 wide receivers bring: Devante Parker, Kenny Stills, and Jarvis Landry. Kenny Stills is your kill it over the top kind of guy. Like he's a great zone beater. And when they dial it up at the perfect time, ain't nobody's keeping up with him. So I would love for the Miami Dolphins to keep the 3 Musketeers together, depending on what else we got to handle this offseason. But please, I'm begging you, keep Kenny Stills. Most definitely. Jordan Cameron, man, played 3 games, 8 catches, 60 yards, 1 touchdown. He's going to be a free agent this year. Last year, I said he couldn't get any worse as far as his production. He only had 35 catches last year. Had 35 catches. He actually could get kind of even worse. 8 catches ain't getting it done. You already know he's not being signed back. He's injury prone, got concussion issues. This year he had a hip injury that held him sidelined, put him on injury reserve. So I don't see Jordan Cameron back at all. It's just the way it's going to have to be. Now, Deion Sanders, he's also going to be a free agent. 26 catches, 256 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Possibly one of the best run blocking and pass blocking tight ends in the league right now. Like, I cannot complain about Deion Sanders' game. Extremely versatile, considering the fact that our offensive linemen can never stay healthy. So Deion Sanders, him being in the backfield, giving out that extra block is a huge help. So, Deion Sanders, I see us signing back Deion Sanders as our tight end. We may possibly get another tight end, more athletic tight end than Deion Sanders too as well. But I like Deion Sanders back in Miami. Left tackle, we have Brandon Albert. Again, like, this man cannot stay healthy. I said this last year. Like, he should have been gone last year. Ended up freeing up some cap space for this dude, because I honestly don't. When he's on the field, he's productive, can be a top 5 left tackle, but that's the thing, he's got to be on the field. Like, he can't be missing 6 or 7 games during the season and just expect us to hold the fort down while he's gone. You're protecting the blind side. You're the most important player on the offensive line. So honestly, I see him bouncing up out of here because just the fact that he just cannot stay healthy, and I think we can find a better replacement for Brandon Albert. Lermy Tunsil, our first overall pick last year, got drafted as a tackle, but moved into guard because of Brandon Albert. I see Lermy Tunsil moving out to left tackle for 2017. I can't complain about his game for 2016. Did everything he was supposed to do. Just huge athletic offensive lineman to go a compliment to Mike Pouncey if we end up keeping Mike Pouncey. But Lermy Tunsil, I think I see him moving back to tackle, and I see a lot of Pro Bowls in his future as far as Lermy Tunsil. So Lermy Tunsil, left tackle, staying in Miami. Center, Mike Pouncey, huge scare this year. They saying his hip injury might be career threatening, but I honestly think you just can't let a talent like this go. Like, I don't care how many times he gets injured. I would take the chance on him. Mike Pouncey, he's definitely got to stay. Great, like I said, great compliment to Lermy Tunsil. I think they're building an excellent offensive line going on here with the anchor of Lermy Tunsil and Mike Pouncey. So honestly, him coming off the injury, I think he'll be straight good to go. But just in case, Craig Ubrick, I like him. He's going to be a restricted free agent too. We've got to get him back too because he provided an was a great substitute for Mike Pouncey. Like wasn't exactly like Mike Pouncey, but a great substitute. I like the way he played. I cannot complain. Same thing with Anthony Steen. He's going to be a free agent. As many injuries as we get on this offensive line, it's imperative that we have solid backups because of the fact that we just cannot stay healthy. And like my boy Deion Sanders calls the offensive line, he calls them the unicorns because of the fact they're so rare. You never see all 5 of the starters on the field. So it's imperative that we keep these 2 guys just for insurance policy. By the way, be sure to check out his channel as well. Right guard Jerome Bushrod, not exactly. I can't pinpoint exactly a play where I saw that I was utterly disappointed in Jerome Bushrod. He was a nice fill-in for what we had. We ended up dropping Dallas Thomas, Jamil Douglas, and Billy Turner. So Jerome Bushrod, he did what he was supposed to do, honestly. But I honestly think that we're going to sit back and upgrade from Jerome Bushrod. 33 years old. Yeah, I think we can upgrade, do something better with the position. So I see Jerome Bushrod end up being cut going into the 2017 season. JaJuan James, early on in the season, I actually wanted him to be benched, honestly, because he just kept on giving up sacks on that side. Like, it was crazy. Like, I don't know what happened. He was like, when he was drafted the first 3 seasons, he was playing like a Pro Bowl caliber right tackle. And then, like, all of a sudden this year, early on, he's just like playing like straight garbage. But as the season went on, when we started to turn on possibly the Pittsburgh Steelers game, he started to turn it on. Really looked good. So, yeah, most definitely JaJuan James going to stay in Miami. Great young talent. Lermy Tunsil, JaJuan James, and Mike Pouncey. We'll be good to go. Damn, what the hell happened? Where's Cam Wake? I guess they might have retired him. But real quick, we're going to touch on Cam Wake real quick. I know his face ain't on there, but we're going to touch on Cam Wake real quick. 29 tackles, 11.5 sacks, 5 forced fumbles, and 1 interception. Start off the season only being a third down pass rusher. Cam Wake was. And then after the season went on, again, they did a whole bunch of tweaks in that Week 6 game against the Steelers. Yeah, once they made him the full-time starter again, Cam Wake started getting after the quarterback. Honestly, our best player on the team. Honestly, most productive player on our team. I love Cam Wake. I love Cam Wake. I know last year I said that we're going to get rid of him, but I love me some Cam Wake. I love him. They gave him a contract extension, restructured it. Yeah, he's most definitely going to be back in Miami. But unless he decides to retire, but I doubt it. Man, playing at a high level. Plus, I'm disappointed in Madden. Let him keep the same overall, which is an 87 throughout the year. And I believe he's 5th in the league in sacks. Crazy, isn't it? But yeah, Cam Wake most definitely gonna be back in Miami. Mario Williams, he's gonna be cut. I can't be any more disappointed with Mario Williams. Like, honestly, when we signed him in the offseason last year, I was like, damn, we about to have the best defensive line in football. We gonna be leading the league in sacks. We gonna get after teams. We did get after teams, but we didn't get after teams the way I thought we was gonna get after teams. Like, you just sit back and think about a Cam Wake, Mario Williams, the Ndamukong Suh before the season even started. You was like, damn, they gonna kill it. But Mario only pulled up 1.5 sack and 13 tackles. It's not getting it done. Most definitely, I can't argue with the move with the Miami Dolphins cutting him. I don't like him. Damn. Damn. At right end, you have Andre Branch. I like Andre Branch as a starter. Andre Branch, like I said, watch out for this dude. This dude was going to make plays. He had 49 tackles, 5.5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles. He's going to be a free agent too as well. It's imperative we sign him back. It's imperative. We ain't got no defensive lineman other than Cam Wake. Got to get him back. Andre Branch, like the way he played. Great upside. Great pass rusher. Got to keep him. Now, there's not as many times we sat back and gone over Dion Jordan. They're expecting to cut him. I'm not sure. They're saying there's rumors about it, but they're rumors. You can't really go off of rumors, but honestly, I see them cutting him and signing him back because honestly, it'd be a pain to me if I saw another team pick up Dion Jordan and Dion Jordan just shines with the team. Like, you just can't. I just can't get that image out of my head of him going down the field checking Calvin Johnson on his own. Like, this dude is an athletic freak, 6'6", 266 pounds. You can put him anywhere on the defense and he will get the job done. Just give him this one more chance. Just sign him back for a 1-year deal, a couple $100,000. It ain't that bad. I'm like, for real, it's not that bad. So Dion Jordan, he's gonna be cut, but I strongly believe that we'll bring him back for something cheap, cut a couple $100,000, 1-year deal, something like that. But hey, it's nice to hope, right? Ndamukong Suh. One thing I can't stand about people that are serious Miami Dolphins fans that just watch highlights, they don't watch the whole game, or other fans of teams, they just sit back and just be like, oh, Ndamukong Suh didn't deserve the $120 million. He's going to be the next Brandon Albert and all this other stuff. Now, I sat back and watched every single Miami Dolphins game. And I look at Ndamukong Suh, I see 110% effort, period. Like, this man is getting double teamed, triple teamed every single damn play. It's not even funny. So with that being said, yes, I know our rush defense was ranked 30th in the league, but Ndamukong Suh is doing all that he can here. Like, you got to rely on these other players on the defense. You don't see Earl Mitchell sit back and get crucified. You don't see Jordan Phillips getting crucified. You don't see Andre Branch getting crucified. You don't see Cam Witt get crucified. It's always on Ndamukong Suh. Yes, I know he's $120 million, but still, it's not just him. He's getting double team, triple team. So what does that mean? Somebody is coming in unblocked. So they got to make that damn tackle, period. So Ndamukong Suh most definitely deserved $120 million and he is going to stay in Miami. Jordan Phillips, sorry. I like Jordan Phillips, honestly. I really do. Yeah, I like Jordan Phillips. I can't complain about his game. The only thing I'm looking for with him is just consistent. He has the motor to be an animal to complement Ndamukong Suh. He's just got to be consistent, 110% every single play. But other than that, I like Jordan Phillips, period. Earl Mitchell was injured quarter of the season, sorry. He's a nice little compliment. I don't see him as a starter. Honestly. I like Jordan Phillips as that starter. I see him coming in on third downs as a fresh body, fresh legs to come pressure the quarterback. But other than that, I don't see Earl Mitchell being anything else. I could see him end up getting cut anyway for free up cap space. But hey, you never know. But honestly, Earl Mitchell, I don't see him as an every down defensive tackle. I see him bouncing up out of Miami. In my honest opinion. Left outside linebacker, you have Pouncey. I said last year that he was going to be traded, either going to be cut or traded. He should have been, because for real, he only played 3 games this past season. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of Pouncey being on the squad, taking up space, and we have to rely on our backups to carry the load. Again, I can appreciate everything that Pouncey has done for this team since he came into the league. Was a pass rusher 3-4 linebacker, was a middle linebacker, was an outside 4-3 linebacker. They did everything for the Miami Dolphins, but when it comes down to it, yes, he's an excellent top 10 left outside linebacker in the league when he's healthy. But that's the thing, he's got to stay healthy. And when he's not healthy, we end up being fucked anyway. So we gotta let him go. We gotta let him go. Most definitely gotta let him go. Middle linebacker Kiko Alonso. Love this dude, man. I love this dude. 115 tackles, 1 forced fumble, 2 picks. He's gonna be a free agent. Gotta bring him back. Probably one of the best games I've seen from the Miami Dolphins this season was the San Diego Chargers game when he jumped that route on Philip Rivers and took that bitch to the house for a touchdown, game-sealing touchdown. We gotta bring this boy back. If it comes down to it, yes, I know he's undersized. Perhaps we can move him to the outside, make him an outside linebacker or something like that. But we gotta bring him back. This man's a tackling machine. He wants to be on the field. I like him. Goddamn savage. Jelani Jenkins is another linebacker that just cannot stay healthy. 29 tackles is going to be a free agent. I don't see us bringing him back either. Gets on my damn nerves with them damn injuries. I know 3 years ago when he came into the league, when he came into the starting lineup, due to injury, Philip Wheeler, Donnell Ellerbe, Cole Amisi, so they had no choice but to put Jelani Jenkins in the starting lineup. But what he did, led the team in tackles, like literally shined. But ever since then, he hasn't done anything for us. He's always been hurt. So, like, honestly, I don't see Jelani Jenkins back as a Miami Dolphin. Just sitting back and thinking about it. Since 2010, our linebackers, Philip Wheeler, Carlos Dansby, Kevin Burnett, Donnell Ellerbe, like, we just got to get a steady linebacking group. Like, we probably had like 15, maybe 20 different linebacking starting lineups since 2010. This has got to stop. We need, and plus, honestly, if you really think, if I sit back and think about this right now, our linebackers, they need to be dirty in the trenches. They need to be dirty. I'm tired of seeing our linebackers be hesitant to make a tackle in between the tackles. I want a dog. I want a dog to come in there. Some of us are bringing a dog to sit back and make a tackle in the backfield. Like, how many linebackers you see that the Miami Dolphins have had over the past 5 seasons actually make a tackle in the backfield that was like a caliber hit? Like, you know what I'm saying? A caliber hit. We need a linebacker like that to be a dog and come shooting through the gap and make a kill shot. That's what I want. A kill shot linebacker. That's what I want. But, yeah, Jelani Jenkins, he's got to go, dog. He's got to go. Now, going into our corner position, like, honestly, this is the biggest question mark going into the season last year. Like, nobody would have expected none of these cornerbacks to perform. Honestly, I did. I ain't going to lie to you. I'm pretty sure y'all can go back and look at the tape on my videos and be sitting back and saying Byron Maxwell, like, for real, last year's depth of the cornerback position in the free agency pool was hella deep. But we end up making the trade with the Eagles and get Byron Maxwell's bum ass. But he's not a bum anymore. I like him. This man is turnover machine. Let me just tell you the stats. 53 tackles, 4 forced fumbles, and 2 interceptions. Them forced fumbles was crucial. They were crucial. I like Byron Maxwell, but honestly, he's gonna bounce. He's got to bounce. We got too much depth at the cornerback position. We need to, I want us to, we're still in the stage of clearing up the Jeff Ireland mess. We are still doing that. So for real, yes, Byron Maxwell, he's got to go. I like the depth we have on the squad. Now, the Tony Lippett project. I like to call it the Tony Lippett project. 67 tackles, 4 interceptions. I like the way Tony Lippett played. Loved him. Like, the Tony Lippett project was a success, honestly. Especially that play against the Jets. He just went down the field and caught the ball like a wide receiver. And made Bryce Petty look stupid. But, yeah, Tony Lippett, I like him, man. He's headed in the right direction. Just keep that defensive coordinator on his ass or defensive back coach on his ass. He'd be good to go. So, honestly, yeah, he'll be back in Miami. He's going to be our starter. Xavier Howard started off the season injured, but when Byron Maxwell went down, he got his opportunity. And, I like what I saw from Xavier Howard, a great physical corner. I love great physical corners. So, again, there's too much depth on this Miami Dolphins cornerback position for us to keep all 4 of these corners. Most definitely the odd man out is going to be Byron Maxwell. So, yes, Xavier Howard is going to be put in that starting position. He's going to make plays for us. So, yes, there you go. Bobby McCain, I like him at the nickel position. 45 tackles, 1 sack, 1 forced fumble, 1 interception. I like him. He's feisty, gets the job done, stopping the run. I like Bobby McCain, young corner. He's going to be back in Miami. Love him. Issa Abdul Caduce. What do you got for me, Issa? 78 tackles, 1 sack, 2 interceptions. When he was on the field, healthy, I like the way he played, honestly, but end up ending the season with a shoulder injury. He's going to be back. I know he will be back. Boy's a beast. I like him. Great compliment to Rashad Jones. Can't complain. So he'll be back in Miami. Strong safety you have. The best safety in the league. Yes, the best safety in the league. Rashad Jones. 55 tackles, 1 interception, is going to be a free agent. This is the most important signee for this season for the Miami Dolphins. I don't care if you got to franchise tag him. He's got to come back. Man is coming back from a torn torn labrum. And just to think, this man was hurt for the past 3 seasons. The past 3 seasons had a torn labrum. Just think, when he comes back healthy, we're going to average like 200 tackles. 200 tackles. I can't talk. I'm going to have over 200 tackles. So, yes, it's imperative. We had to see what this dude could do when he come back next year healthy. A straight 100% arm. Land dudes out. Bring him back. And Andrew Franks, the kicker. Can't complain about his game. Precise kicker. Didn't really do anything during the season to make me mad. So, Andrew Franks, see him back in Miami. Matt Darr, honestly, one of the most underrated punters in the league. I think he's possibly top 3 in the league for the biggest legs. But, yes, most definitely I see Matt Darr back in Miami. So, that is your offseason preview for the Miami Dolphins 2017. Make sure you guys stay tuned to the free agency part of it. You know what it is. Comments. Want to know you guys' opinion. But you know what it is. If you enjoyed the content, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. This is GreatOne DeVore. Fins up, baby. I'm up out of here.